Hey guys, and today I'm gonna be reading 2 fanfics today, so make sure to check the other fanfic I did just a few minutes ago. And yeah, let's move on to the fanfic. Japan. It is one of the biggest places for well-known heroes, mainly for the fact it was the home of the most famous hero, All Might. YN! The adorable-san turned around to see smiling face of a childhood friend of theirs running toward them, laughing light while calling their friends names as they pulling her in for a hug. It has been too long, Uchi. How has school been treating you of the hero course? As the two began their walk through the mall. It's hard to describe YN. Mr. Aizawa is an interesting teacher. He can get very extreme at times, but he is a good teacher. All up, UA is amazing, Ochako stated with a smile as they moved toward a cafe. That's good to hear, Ochi. You want the usual? It's on the house. Besides, we need to catch up. The duo lined up to order of their chosen drinks before they found a seat. They took their seat near the window in the corner of the cafe to enjoy each other's company. A nice way to relax and let loose chat about their lives and what had been going on in a time they hadn't seen each other. YN, I know you didn't like talking about it, but I need to know. Why didn't you apply for UA with being the child of a pro hero? You would have had sponsors and all sorts, so why didn't you? The young woman asked her older friend, looking across at them. To be frank, Ochako, here work just isn't for me. I'm not interested in it, and besides, my quirk wouldn't work while being a hero. Yeah, I have other people asking to sponsor me, or my father as hero other offering me a place to study to be one A-class designer for clothing. Hell, even police wanting me to do training to become an officer. But it isn't me, Ochi. The adorable scent stated with a sigh. Well, that is understandable, but if you ever change your mind, is be more than happy to have you as my designer. Your quirk gives you such a great eye for detail. Ochi replied as the waiter brought their drinks to the table. They both gave their thanks to the waiter for engaging in a conversation again. Pull it into a consideration, Ochako. YN took a sip of the drink before letting out a small sigh and enjoying the drink. Well, on to a different subject that isn't about me. I watched your fight against Kid Combustion. I believe his name is. You did a great job thinking outside of the box with getting all of the rocks above him without even alerting him until it was too late. Ochako let out a laugh before taking a drink. Bakugo is very strong. I honestly didn't think I would be able to take him on. I one day wish I can become as strong as Deku, the young woman replied as the two continued to swap stories. Deku? Is that a boy you like, or perhaps even a girl? It was teased that YN decided to use to get more information of this mysterious Deku that Ochako had spoken of. Ochako's face went pink in embarrassment, which caused YN to laugh. I'm joking. The elder of the two continued to laugh. The younger calmed down as she made fun of her friend. YN, what about you? Have a partner yet? After all, you're basically an adult now, Ochako replied in a singing voice. It was true, the older of them had finished schooling and had all the time in the world, even with their small part-time job, but it never crossed their mind in the hopes of finding love. It just hasn't interested me, Ochi. Maybe one day I'll find my one. The two continued to pass the time, people watching. Alright, YN, let's play a game. Who in this cafe you think is cute? The young woman asked as she looked around the cafe. She spotted a young man with blonde hair, slicked back, dressed and very formal. He has the sense of a rich boy who got as he wanted with a flash of cash. Not my type. He looks way too snobby, YN replied as they looked around the cafe again. Both their eyes landing on red hair woman who worked as a barista. She wore glasses and had her hair up in a bun. She is very pretty, but also not my type. Besides, she's most likely 30. Uchi and another look around the cafe before pointing out a young man, dark hair, who was seated in the corner of the cafe, away from most of the crowd. His face was mostly covered except for his piercing Cerulean eyes which continued to watch those who passed him. The young man was a very out-of-place character, but he had style and somewhat gained the interest of YN. As they continued to take small glances at the man, the jacket was black leather with added-on hood, most likely done by him, helped contain his fluffy black hair, which looked to have a mind of its own. The young man's eyes flicked up and catch YN mid-glance before they quickly looked away from each other. It was not something that YN did often to strangers, but they gave a smile and a little wave before turning back to their friend. Uraka leaned onto the table to look at her friend before turning around to get a good glance at the man that YN just waved to. Turning back to her friend, she gave the biggest smile before grabbing YN by the arm. "Oh gee, what are you planning?" the older of the two asked before being dragged from their seat. Uraka pulled her friend over with her to the young who was sitting by himself. "Excuse me, but we have to go now, YN," Uraka mentioned as she pulled her friend towards the exit. Bright blue eyes followed them. He gave a gentle nod as the two left the cafe. Those bright eyes were burning into YN's back for the rest of the walk through the mall. Okay, so that will be part 1. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna finish this whole story right here. But if it's too long, maybe I'll try and do it maybe later on or maybe tomorrow. So yeah, bye guys. Hope you enjoy.